Myself here, Mr. Charles, and Mr. Akim there. They used to call it like there,
Nah, most people, my name really wasn't there in school. My name used to be like George, but then I changed it when I was writing CXC. So my name was Akim George.
Hold on.
And then it became Akim there.
Hold on. That's an interesting start. You had a name change for CXC?
Yeah.
What?
I really can't remember. I think it was at the same time I was applying for like my visa or my passport or something, and I wanted to carry my father's name. I think he was going to kind of, go through the process of getting a green card for you and stuff. So I think I changed my name to there. So it's a whole, at the end of the day, my name is Akim there now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's good to know. So now we know more about Mr. Who's originally George. And tonight we have two major topics to deal with, and we're going through the top stories. Top story number one is Scotiabank e-commerce service. E-com service.
Ecom Plus.
Ecom Plus.
Yeah.
All right, so now put this up on the screen there, and let me see what actually going on in this. Talk to me.
Yeah, so I mean, Monday, being a Scotiabank customer, I got the email from them, it's more or less stated introducing their new e-commerce platform, Ecom Plus. You'll be able to accept online payments online 24 hours from your customers, accept payments anywhere in the world. And, me being somebody in this space, that helps facilitate people going online. I was excited, I was like, hey, we have another option out here, So, I mean, real-time payments, the say you could have your payment options online, all that. So, I was two-factor authentication, so I was excited. I was like, hey, this looks like something interesting. I mean, one time I reached out to them, I emailed them, I think
Two-factor authentication, they had like...
I think is when you, is like, probably when you're checking out, like, part of their payment process, I think they have some type of, that's probably when you add in your credit cards or something, somewhere in that process. I honestly haven't seen that implemented, as yet, but that's what I think it might lead to, so.
Okay.
I mean, I went ahead and, they had some email addresses there you could reach out to. They had the contact number. That contact number is just the call center, so had the email addresses. So I emailed them Monday one time, nothing. I called the business hotline. That person gave me my email address, reached out to that person, nothing. Spoke to other contact with Scotia, spoke to them. It's alright, yeah, you'll get back to you tomorrow. And still nothing. So I hear kind of like everyone else, and a lot of people I spoke to as well, they're still waiting for that information more or less 1 week later. And I mean, I still hold in hope that, it is actually an amazing product, something that could make a difference, for us here in Trinidad in terms of not just having an online payment option, because, I mean, we have a lot of other options out there. The other banks also offer online payment options, but for the small business or the regular person that just want to get online and accept payments, it could kind of be pricey, You have the merchant, you have to set up your merchant account with the banks. Yeah, they put transaction fees, and you also have if you want to go online, you also have fees for that shop page as well. So it could be a bit pricey, the other options out there. So if this option is kind of what they advertise, or what I think it is, or what it should be, then it will be kind of take the form of a payment gateway similar to probably like PayPal or WePay, something like that could integrate not just a customized web platform that would only work with Scotia stuff, but will also customize and integrate with stuff like with WordPress, WooCommerce, Shopify, Wix, stuff like that, So that's what I am hoping it is. I mean, As I say, it could be an amazing product, but they kind of have some work to do in terms of their communication.
Check out this website. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah,
Start accepting online payments anywhere in the world. Accept customer payments using our secure payment page. So they have real-time payment authorization. So we'll zoom in some more. All right, real-time payment authorization. Enhance your customer experience. Automatically send and receive your payment notifications. All right, customers. On your.com.
Mm-hmm.
So they taught into factor authentication, easy identification of e-com, fully customizable payment page with all mobile devices. You see that mobile devices part? I feel that would be like the kind of game changer for me, because like we pay real cool, but you see the mobile part of it, when they have to navigate the payment and put in the credit card information and whatnot.
Yeah.
If you had like a app and the credit card information was inside already, and they just click pay, then that'd be easy, because from my experience, a lot of people, they don't have the credit card like handy to type in the number.
Or I mean, like to
pay.
save the credit card. But I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people prefer not to do that. So,
I
on certain sites, I don't do that. I
well
rather rent it.
I understand to rent it, but like if I we pay all the time, my credit card information, if it was good and get compromised, it'd be compromised long time. So, I don't know if you'll have like a First Atlantic app or something. A First Atlantic app?
I don't think so. They kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, using it in a web browser is cool, but I ain't really feel like could the app happen for it yet. Right now, we're just working in the browser and working good. So, if Scotiabank does this, who they competing with?
If they do this, I mean, if it's how we think it would be, they'll probably be competing with PayPal and VP, but some things are here they might just be competing with the other local banks. So I'm waiting to get official word from them on how exactly it works, the requirements, how you set it up, and its features. You know, it kind of comes down to what the actual features are, because I mean, they give you some information here, but in terms of the technical details, the questions that I have, the questions that other people have,
So
that would kind of
start here is to send an email.
yeah, I mean, and people been sending emails. I've been sending emails, and so far I don't think anyone.
So it's like essentially a test, a tester.
Getting some questions here from, I'm not sure if you've seen it, Riyad Chang.
Yeah, I've seen it here.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, he kind of agreeing with what he's saying, VP and First Atlantic, but I mean, we still need to see exactly how the thing works. Cause on one side, it could be the competing with them, but according to how it works and how it integrates with anything else, it could just be the competing with the banks, you know?
Yeah, I think in the legislation, I think that went out for this financial institution thing. Remember the time when they had the video with Alvin Wayne and
The
ministers, yeah, and there was before like a joint select committee or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to put like legislation in place, but I don't think the legislation was anywhere close to finish, because they were basically consulting or appointing him.
Yeah. And I mean, I won't say that.
No, don't say that. I know. Yeah, I know. We have been coming. It run through my head too.
Yeah.
But there seems to be, at some point in time, a barrier that it's hard for certain people to cross, and banks have banks have the perfect opportunity to do this, because they have established relationships with many different platforms.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they didn't do it faster.
I mean, I think it was also to do with the people, the customers. So if we as a population are ready for digital banking or being online. I mean, if it wasn't for COVID, you probably wouldn't have all these options because we were kind of forced to go online when the entire world was online 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, so if the population don't have the urge to go online, the banks are really, you know, they don't have the need to power that. And I mean, it's not just, hey, we want to do this, that, the power money, that, the power,
You remember
build the infrastructure, whatever.
you remember like building websites in the like 2008, 2009, somewhere around there, right?
A little before I start building.
Oh,
I start.
yes. Nah, I sure
You can tell me, 2012.
All right, they say 2012, right?
Yeah.
Building websites, and somebody asked you, I want to create a store, and they want people to pay with a credit card.
Yeah.
The amount of drama I had to go through to just find out.
Yeah, how you go about doing it. Yeah. I mean, most times, a lot of times, I would just say, especially if like if it was like a small business or whatever, I would tell them probably PayPal, but other than that, they didn't really have much options back then. Yeah.
Just find 2022 is a real late stage to.
I mean, better late than never.
Yeah.
But I
did go by one bank already to try to implement online payments, and they sent me to a third-party company called Figaro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when they send it to that third-party company called Figaro, you basically setting up an account as a civilian. And when you finish that account, I don't even know what happens after because I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because to sign up as a civilian with Figaro was almost painful.
Yeah. I mean, on top of that, you still need a merchant account with the bank, not so?
I think I remember
to use Figaro, and that's another fee, another monthly fee. And then to use Figaro, you also need another fee if you wanna just have the invoices, and it's an even more expensive fee if you wanna have your own online shop. Yeah. And you know the thing is, Figaro built on First Atlantic, so
well,
somebody
when Atlantic just counting the vengeance right now because everybody had a run to First Atlantic.
Yeah, I mean, First Atlantic have a monopoly in the Caribbean. No doubt about it.
The process.
Yeah.
Like, once you go through any payment platform, you're always going to get back to the same basic HTML site with three choices: credit card number, date, CV, whatever number it is.
And I think now with 3DS too, you need the person first name, last name. So that probably you need.
Yeah. That's
I think even VP, I'm not sure about now, but I know VP was built on First Atlantic.
Yeah, we still need First Atlantic. Because up to this week, I had problems on VP with somebody from the UK.
Yeah.
I don't know why their phone number wasn't being, I don't know, but I stay a while trying to get a lady to be able to pay with her credit card. It was working out. So people from Trinidad and Caribbean don't have any problems. But I think that +44 that is having a UK number is give problems when they filling out the form. But anyhow, that is story number one. The next big story is, well, boy. How to start this one, boy? Okay. I have an Android box at home. It's called an NVIDIA Shield. You ever hear about it?
Yeah.
Right, good. So I have an NVIDIA Shield. Before that, I would have a Logitech Review, as the name of it. Logitech Review. But basically, that's Google TV. So since 2011, I give up cable because I decided everything I need to do, I could do on the internet, whether I do it through our website or whether I do it through our app.
Yeah.
So I have my streaming box from way back when. And legitimately, I paid for Netflix since Netflix was $7.
Yeah.
$6 US or something, so Netflix was. So when there was this article about Flow launching a streaming box, I was like, pardon?
Yeah, and an Android streaming box and that.
I was like, wait. When this happened? Because it was sort of,
That's when a couple years ago when that had the big, the big coming down on people for importing Android boxes, that's saying you could go to jail.
let me get the article up, right? So
Yeah.
I'll put it up one time. So we don't misquote anything. So it's called the Hub TV.
Yeah.
And the Hub TV has all the different plans that you normally see in a
On a regular cable package.
on a regular cable package.
Yeah.
But then when you scroll down, extra features include Paramount Plus, HBO Max. So when I think about Paramount Plus and HBO Max, I like, wait, there is no channel called Paramount Plus. That means you have to download the app.
Yeah.
HBO Max, you have to download the app. So upon further scrolling, I was like, all your apps in one place. And then upon further scrolling, I saw a box.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you download the manual, you see it had the Play Store.
Yeah. Okay, so they give you access to the Play Store.
Yes.
Okay.
And for a person, somebody on my TikTok, they said they saw they could get to the Play Store and you could download everything except Netflix. I'm not too sure what they meant, but that's a comment on TikTok, right? I didn't really investigate it because I don't actually have it.
Yeah.
But hold on, let me show you the next article that was published in 2021.
Last year.
Yeah. This article was like, because when I saw this, I immediately did a video on TikTok for it, and I was like, okay, cool. This is interesting. All right, so let's zoom. The telecommunications authority of Trinidad and Tobago, in collaboration with the Trinidad and Tobago Intellectual Property Office, notifies importers, retailers, and the public about the manufacture, importation, sale, and distribution and advertising of illegal streaming devices. Illegal streaming devices are small media boxes, USB sticks, and other devices which are connected to your television and contained in software that allow access to television stations, movie, sports, and other copyrighted content without paying the applicable price. Now, at the basic level, when you buy a vanilla streaming box or Android box, it comes with no apps on it. It's coming with the Play Store, a browser. Some of them don't come with a browser, because the original, like Google TV or Android TV, that don't come with a browser. You had to go in the Play Store and try to download one of them shady browsers.
The downloader.
Yeah. And that gives you the apps. So when they published this, a lot of people were up in arms because they were saying, but wait, what if I legitimately buy a Fire Stick or buy an Android box and want to use it to watch a legitimate app that I downloaded? How are you gonna tell that it has software on it that will do that? So when they published this, most people are like, who was the technical advisor for this? To say that 250,000.
Yeah, that's what stood out to me. $250,000 fine or 10 years in jail for this.
So
for bringing in Android boxes.
Since then, I have ordered one Android box for somebody, right? I think it was an NVIDIA Shield. It's sliding normal, and it got class as a router. And I think, how customs class it as a router? That's weird. But I think because they probably saw NVIDIA on it, or basically the brand name, and the brand name was a technological name. So I don't know if it's them, on Amazon it have them, all them Android boxes, and there are multiple different types and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if they have that on a blacklist, but I never met anyone who ordered an Android box and got fined or paid or whatnot. I don't know. You heard about anybody?
No, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I kind of similar to you where I don't have cable. I never had cable in my life. I'm 33 now, I never had cable.
Yes, I feel you. I feel you.
If I put the TV on twice for the week is plenty. So I don't really have need for stream or anything like that. So and for me, that goes to show what they're doing here was kind of out of touch. Cause most people, most more or less what they're doing here was trying to protect cable companies who offer
Well,
cable
right.
packages,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
More or
That's
less
what
people
cartels
who
do. That's
people who buy who have cable, the traditional cable, you know, it's not necessarily watch on demand. You just put on your TV and you watch whoever showing. That's what they're trying to protect. But they didn't realize that most people and a lot of younger people, my age and younger, even older, they're not really into cable no more. So you can't really try to fight this battle. People always find a way around it, you know. So I was kind of misinformed doing this.
It's what my children, when they go by my father, like they go by the grandfather, and he give them the remote and say, "Here, Ollie, watch TV."
Yeah.
And they like,
What? The iPad.
they're like, "Daddy, what we just do with this?" And yeah. Like, you gotta press up on the channel and see what is showing. He's like, "Daddy, where the Netflix app,
or the tablet, or YouTube,
yeah,
you know."
So they will go with the tablet or whatever, and the TV will be off, and they'll be sitting on watching whatever they're watching because YouTube on demand, whatever it is. So they miss the bus real far, right? Watch this part here. You see, they have 100 channels, 148 channels, 162 channels, 186 channels, right? And then they have a category now called streaming. So it's connected to the internet, but you still have all the Flow channels.
Yeah.
But it's only internet. So that means there is a Flow app or IPTV app that link back into the Flow network that allows the viewing of traditional TV.
Yeah, the cable channels, yeah.
Yeah, which means this thing could have been done long time. long time. But is it because the marvel of the internet has caused so much pressure that it's like, well, you gotta do it now?
Yeah, cause I mean, at the end of the day, if I had to guess, I'll probably say they're losing money. So if you probably compared cable subscriptions now compared to 10 years ago, I'm sure it down bad.
Yeah,
bit, you know,
I was
more people going towards streaming.
Listening to a discussing podcasts, and they were talking about Comcast. Comcast did the same thing too. After they were trying to crack down on illegal stuff, so it's like a mirror of what happened in the US 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And all these streaming companies now, they getting bought up by these telecommunications companies or making deals with the telecommunication companies to give you a box, and you basically get an Android TV. So it was bound to happen, but I just find on the heels of TAT telling people that you'll get charged for using an Android box, somebody who's smart enough could get this legitimate Android box from Flow or Ampli or Digicel, because I heard Digicel and Ampli do the same thing, right? And root it or modify it and download
all apps. So
download all apps.
I think as you mentioned, you never know if, you know, they actually went in and locked it down so much that even the best hacker can't get through to it. You never know, you know. But if not,
no. Even the best, there is. There will always, when it's Android, there's always a way.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe Flo and Tat had some conversations in the background and probably get them up. Like, you never know what go on, you know.
Well,
but I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting to see that now 1 year later, you know, we are Android boxes and it's seemingly legal again.
Boy, I real good.
I mean, there's not to, you know, like, you know, detract from these companies like Flow, Amplia, you know, that's them. They offering a service, they have a business to run, and they trying to make their money. It's more about, you know, I wouldn't probably you could say double standards with the irony that, a year ago they were cracking down on the citizens, but seem to have a little leeway now.
I want to see how this goes. I almost want to get one. I just want to get one and see what's possible. Because I know, based on my experience with Android boxes, I could do plenty things.
Yeah.
Like from even what's called this thing, plugging in a USB cable, connecting to a computer, and connecting a console, and running commands. Yeah, you could do that. And if it locked down in any way, it's possible somebody could just take a USB cable, plug it in, install something called ADB, Android Debugger something. Android Debugger.apk. And then you get to the command line and you can install root. Once again, root, you get to the file system. Once you get the file system, you could install any app.
Yeah.
Seen it? So
yes, I mean, it'll be interesting.
I'm waiting, because all the people on my TikTok, they was commenting, yeah, we could just root it, we crack that one. All them Fire Stick, man, I don't own a Fire Stick because I hate Fire Sticks.
I have a Amazon TV, but I didn't buy it.
Okay, you have a Firebox?
Yeah. As I tell you, I probably put that on once last month. I don't watch TV like that. I don't.
Yeah. No, we'll see how that goes. I'll probably do some more checking on the Amplia version and the digital version because I hear they have Android too. But, we'll see. Alright, let me jump now to the smartest man alive, aka the hacker who hacked Uber, and this man leaked
GTA 6.
GTA 6.
Yeah.
So, according to the hackernews.com, most reputable hacker news website on the internet, I guess, he's a British 17-year-old teenager from Oxfordshire. They arrested him on suspicion of hacking. Yeah. It was part of an investigation in partnership with the UK National Crime Agency, Cybercrime Unit. No further details of the nature were disclosed, or it's suspected that he had something to do. They didn't say he did it. Aimed at Uber and Rockstar Games. Both of the intrusions were alleged to have been committed by the same threat actor who goes by the name Teapot, aka Teapot Uber Hacker. If you had to get a hacker name, what your hacker name would be? If you're on the dark web and you need to get
it would be something real incognito, nothing so obvious to put hacker in it. But I mean, my thing is, what were you doing at 17 years old? Were you able to?
Bro, I was in HTML and I didn't know CSS. No, actually, no, at 17 years old, I didn't have a computer.
Yeah.
I didn't have a computer of my own. No, I had a computer of my own, sorry. But all I was doing was playing FIFA.
Yeah, I was probably playing GTA San Andreas or something.
Yeah, GTA too. I was playing the top-down GTA. The one like for the top, yeah. Like
I mean,
17 years old.
I mean, it's I don't want to glorify it, but at 17, at 17 years old, hopefully he could use his talent for good, so clearly he's talented in what he does,
But,
so hopefully,
bro, the kind of things you had to know to pull off the things that he pull off. You had to know servers, you had to know file systems, you had to know scripts.
Yeah.
And like 17.
Yeah.
You doing with your life?
I mean, I say hopefully use that talent for good,
But right now, in a UK room.
Yeah, I mean, he's not 18 yet, so he may not get, sentence like an adult, but you'll see.
He under the spotlight. The spotlight, and they asking him, how did he do it? They be like, with a keyboard, sir. So, they say, Uber has pinned the breach on an attacker that they believe is associated with Lapus, the extortion gang. Now, that extortion gang, for those of y'all who don't know, watching or listening on the podcast, these people, they are basically black hat hackers, and they break into your system and lock it up. When they lock down your system, they send you a message saying, well, hi there. If you want to get access to your files, transfer this amount of Bitcoin to this wallet and we'll unlock it for you, or we'll give you the decryption key.
Ransomware.
Yeah, ransomware, essentially. But the thing is, some of these, they just do things to hospitals and things, but like,
I mean, if it's are criminals that has killed people, criminals like this, you know,
boy,
it's just a different type of crime. It's the same type of motivation behind it. You know, if you have that will to go and do something like that to somebody, doing it to hospital and it to innocent people, like what happened this week here. It a lot of people, you know, doing that type of crime too. It's just a different type of crime.
Thing, gosh. Like when they did it to Sony, and they get like 2 other movies or 3 other movies or something like that, and they released one of them. Well, the one with the tank Fury, I think the name was the name of the movie was. Yeah, they hacked Sony. They got the movies, and they tell them if they don't pay, we'll release it. We'll release the torrent for it. And Sony didn't pay, so it went on get torrented. But Lapas, them fellas on them, I'm serious.
Yeah.
But they're not like anonymous. Let's try to do, you know, some. You know,
try to do the quote unquote right thing.
Yeah, depending on what side of the political fence they're on.
Yeah.
They may not do the right thing, but anonymous, grey, basically. But these Lapas fellas, boy, they're extorting anybody.
Yeah.
But I'm really surprised that they didn't go hard on Uber.
I guess it's probably based on the type of information I had, you know, if it wasn't really something you could make money on, you know. If it's just superficial information then.
Or like stopping every Uber car in the world, sending the wrong amount of money.
Yeah. We'll get people credit card information and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. But apparently you didn't have time to do them. That Lapa said. One of you people on YouTube say, hope you get hired by Rockstar. You ever see the meme? So why should I hire you? Because I hacked the system and set up this interview for myself. If Rockstar hire him and be like, come on, secure our network. But the thing is, I was reading too that the chief security officer at Uber get fired.
What for this?
Well, that's the hard thing about being the chief security officer.
I mean, the hack wasn't necessarily his fault. It was somebody under him that got compromised because they had kind of poor security practices. I guess the whole them accountable for not training this person or for hiring this person.
I don't want that job. I don't want a security job. Anyway, if that's what could happen to me, if like, you know, somebody is really skilled at breaking to the network and then they just blame me.
Yeah.
That's real tough. It's real tough for that man. But normally they get fired, but they have to resign.
Yeah.
They just resign and go for next company.
Yeah.
The next company know that they. But I think as like a rite of passage, they have the CEO have to tell you, well, bro.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Yeah.
They're
Who they go promote? They go promote the man who leave the script open on the share drive.
Yeah. So Rockstar was getting a lot of backlash from people online.
For the graphics?
Yeah, but I mean, I could kinda I don't get people wrong because most people don't really know. Well, you know, they don't have experience on how stuff work in the background, you know. Yeah. It's more or less, at these stages, it's just getting things to work. So once it work properly and when it,
polish it.
Yeah, don't really, you will see that coming to the end, yeah.
But the graphics are looking blocky and all kind of thing. When GTA 6 supposed to come out?
Last 10 years.
And you released San Andreas.
Yeah, I don't think
Vice City.
Yeah, all of them. No, but I mean, I ain't get them wrong. GTA Online from GTA 5 is a cash cow for them right now. So
Yeah.
They they really had no need to do GTA 6, but I mean the community, they really need something. I think it was since on PS3, GTA 5 get released. PS4, yeah, I think so. So why not that get released?
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, GTA 5 son now. Yes, yeah. That's what the black fella. What name was?
Nah, that is San Andreas, but 5 I think that came out.
Which one is San Andreas?
That is San Andreas. That is
Okay.
just San Andreas.
Right. And which one is the one before that? Vice City.
Vice City. Yeah, GTA 5 came out 2013.
Wait.
9 years ago.
Shucks. Okay. You're correct.
Yeah.
That's 10 years in real. 10 years in
Say 5 years. 5 years about this, you know. So yeah, it's about I feel it, you know. People been asking for it a while now. So
Bro, I think them game developers and them, once they get online hit, you want nothing to do again.
yeah.
Because how to try to figure out what can we actually do better that people will care about. Like getting graphics to be perfect now. Anybody really studying that?
Yeah.
Like when we were younger, people used to run on game for the graphics and be like, yeah, this graphics real good and whatnot. But now,
Yeah, the playing field kind of even, you know, it's more or less gameplay storyline, how people looking at. You
yeah,
know?
because I know men just play COD on a 1050, a GTX 1050, and all they care
Yeah.
about is the fact that they could put all the settings on low.
And
they
they get
could,
good refresh rate.
yeah, frame rate. Yeah, frame rate and everything.
So I
And
see
mobile gaming too. What's that? Go ahead.
alright, so you wanna move on, you could probably do the little Q&A now.
Yeah,
You had some questions here, I'm not sure if he's still here, but we could still answer them.
on TikTok then, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm only seeing Daquan and then some other Deepak. I don't get to see the people that are questioning on your stream.
Oh, probably not.
That's wild. Come on
Yeah.
TikTok. Oh gosh, we gotta be like that.
I think he was asking what you think about building websites on WordPress versus building from scratch, HTML, Bootstrap, JavaScript. Hey, what's up, Omish? Always grinding.
I build on WordPress.
Yeah, I mean,
Easy.
yeah, 'cause I mean, I would say you need at least get the foundation. No HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Just know about it, you know. 'Cause you just want to go and build WordPress and then they need to customize something and they don't know what they
Yeah,
have
I
to
have
do.
no idea
you
what
know?
to do. Yeah.
But
Get burned a few times.
I mean, it's a lot of developers will tell you, nah, WordPress not optimized, whatever. But at the end of the day, they might tell you, nah, best you build from scratch, whatever. But at the end of the day, if you build in websites and it's not just, you know, he's a pure developer, but if you're building websites and he's a business, as a business, you know, and you're offering that service. You have to think about how quick it is you could put stuff out. You have to think about also the support, and you have to think about also how easy it is for the end user, the person you hand it over to update the site, you know.
Yeah.
Because WordPress has a lot of plugins, has a lot of content building tools like Element, and it makes it easy for people who not familiar with coding, who not familiar with writing code, to just have a nice point and click interface, upload an image, you know. So
the only time I recommend, well, I have experience having to build a website from scratch is when you have to build a web app, and you need a web app to do certain things that a plugin can do.
yeah.
So you might be searching real hard for a plugin to meet the user needs, and that plugin or the plugin might have a paywall or they not meet anything.
Sometimes once the price good enough, I just pay it and
pay for the plugin and pass the
because
cost.
pass the cost because at the end of the day it's a business, you know, and you would have it's like any other business, you have your materials and you have your labor. You just add it to your material cost for the, you know, make your profit somewhere else. So that's how I just think about it, not necessarily as a developer, and I think of it. as
Yeah.
a business do it. How to make sense. You're exchanging your time for money. So what could lessen the amount of time you put out? You could you have time to make more money. That's why I look at it.
And if the only other place, I think, to the person who asked, if you have a internal web developer, right? And let me say there's something specific to your business where one department had to talk to the next department and it don't have a custom built solution for that to create like a, let me say a ticketing system. That's a simple example, but I mean, let me say it's a ticketing system for help desk. And you can't find a plugin to do that on your internal web thing. You could create a simple database, code up the JavaScript, and just have a real bare bones thing working. But internally, you could do that because you're getting paid a salary every month. So you could tell the internal developer, okay, here's your project for the next 2 months. Build this so help desk could talk to IT, and they will increase the efficiency of your internal work. But when it comes to external clients and business, yeah, exactly what you say. Find the best solution to meet their needs and give it to them so that they will be able to have a product that works. It's like putting up a wall on a house.
Yeah. I mean, there would be cases where it would be best to build something custom, because like doing stuff on WordPress is more or less simple or stuff that not too complex, so you have customers who just need simple website, display the information. You could do e-commerce, you could do stuff like that. But when you want to do something a bit more custom, say like you have an online airline booking system, say like Caribbean Airlines, that whole, it's probably best not to do that on WordPress, but build it from scratch, but not necessarily scratch. When you say scratch these days, it is not scratch no more.
Framework.
You use a framework, you build on that framework and you add the pieces to it, and then you customize it how you like. So yeah, so that when, as they say, building a web app, that's when you go custom. But most people's needs, whether it's a blog, information, e-commerce, you could go with WordPress. If it's something a bit more custom that need to be a bit more scalable, a bit more robust, then you could do some custom.
So I'm gonna YouTube right now, and I'll switch to TikTok all right? So all the questions that we're gonna answer, you stay on TikTok for the next 15 to 20 minutes, but those that came to the podcast on YouTube right now, thank you very much for coming. Javi, thanks for modding. To the students that came into the chat asking me to do schoolwork, just go in here. Only 3 people watching right now, but I have a brand new app coming that go and have all the videos and PDFs with my notes and all that stuff inside it. So any student that needs to learn IT, you gotta just download the app because every year, no matter what I do on YouTube, so how does do this on the access by so Excel now working. So this and it'll be like, I have a video for that. Exactly what you're asking it there. But people don't like to search for things. But anyhow, I go on the YouTube people, we'll see you all next week. By next week, well, obviously we got a little backed up on thing now. So by next week we might have the intro video and we'll have everything starting to look legit because all the graphics and stuff coming into play. So YouTube, later. See you all next week. Everybody else, we're on TikTok. Industry.